All right, be real with me, man. Why does Dodge keep screwing over Durango owners? I feel so bad for Durango owners, man, especially Durango Hellcat owners, particularly Durango Hellcat owners, man, because they were told in 2021 that they would have the only year of Durango Hellcats. People went out and paid 6+ figures for these cars because they said, I want a once in a lifetime, never to be seen again car or SUV. And then Dodge skipped 2022, and then they dropped Hellcats in 23. And now they're dropping Hellcats in 2024. And now they've got a new edition, a new special edition Dodge Durango SRT 392 that's coming out this year as well. I could not imagine being a first-gen Durango Hellcat owner. Dodge keeps screwing you guys over, and they don't care. If there's money to be made, they're going to make it. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? It's your boy Knockout 360 here with another video, man. So you can tell I'm in a car that makes this a car blog. You already know what's going down and come around. Let's get into it. Car content, car shows, car reviews, car meets, anything and everything car related happens on this channel. So if you're into that, make sure that you stick around because you're in the right place. For everyone else, hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you know what's coming out and when it's coming out. So let me just read you this. 2024 Dodge Durango SRT 392 ALcHEMI. I'm assuming that's pronounced ALcHEMI. So like ALcHEMI. ALcHEMI is the first of a series of last call models that will commemorate the final year of the V8 Hemi engine production for the Dodge Durango. Details on additional Dodge Durango last call special edition models include based on the Durango SRT will be announced throughout 2024. So there are other special edition models coming throughout the year for the Durango Hellcat and for the Durango 392 that they're going to be announcing throughout the year. The SRT 392 Durango ALcHEMI, ALcHEMI, production is limited to 1,000 units. The unit includes honeycomb texture, dual exterior stripes with yellow accents, 20 by 10 inch satin black forged wheels, yellow SRT Brembo brakes, yellow accented 392 fender decals, and more. Unique SRT interior features include yellow and silver stitching, SRT 392 logo, embroidered on seat backs, leather, and suede steering wheel featured with the white LED SRT logo. So you will be getting the illuminated SRT logo in the steering wheel. Customers can search dealer allocations on 2024 Dodge Durango SRT 392 ALcHEMI last call models via the Dodge horsepower locator at dodgegarage.com. Production on Dodge Durango SRT ALcHEMI will begin in April, with vehicles to begin being delivered around May. So no power increase whatsoever, no performance increase. We already know that. This is strictly aesthetically pleasing to the eye type of last call special edition. So that's what they're calling this. This is the first of the last call special editions for the Dodge Durango, similar to what they did with the Charger and the Challenger when they came out with the Mopar blue option and the what else? They had the Stars and Stripes. They had a bunch of special edition models leading up to the last call year, and they're doing that for the Durango. Yeah, black exhaust tips, midnight metallic grille, lift gate badges, red SRT logo, white LED SRT logo, excuse me, forged carbon fiber interior accents. So this is all, with the exception of the rims, 20 by 10 inch satin black forged SRT rims. This is all just, you know, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. There's no power, no performance upgrade whatsoever for these cars. So, I mean, don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? What I did want to kind of mention is, like, this is all well and good. This is cool. But I really feel bad for the original 2021 Dodge Durango Hellcat owners, you know, because I remember in 21 when they announced that the Hellcat Durango was going to be released, they made it seem like, and I'm quite sure that they said, this is going to be a 1-year run, right? And people went out and bought these cars like crazy. I know people that had paid $150, $160 for their Durango Hellcat, and they bought it under the auspices that this was going to be a 1-year limited run kind of thing. If you don't get your Durango Hellcat in 21, you'll never get one ever again. 710 horsepower, 4-door, 3-row, 7-seater SUV that's never been heard of, you know, never been heard of. You've never seen Lamborghini do it. You've never seen BMW do it. You've never seen anyone do it, right? unheard of. And it was one of those things where if you're a Durango guy, believe it or not, the Durangos do have a big culture. You know, there is a big Durango car culture out there, or SUV culture. You know what I'm saying? So it was one of those things like you get this Durango SUV with that big Hellcat motor under the hood of it. You are literally one of few. Not to mention you got it in the year that it was produced, as opposed to getting it years later or whatever used. Like, you got it new that year. People went out and paid north of $160,000 for a Dodge Durango, you know? And they did that because they thought that was going to be the only Durango Hellcat ever released. Well, Dodge pulled the cover over their eyes. In 2022, Dodge didn't release a Durango Hellcat. They gave you the 392. They gave you the RT, the Citadel, all that stuff. And then in 23, when the Hellcat Charger and Challenger was going out the door, Dodge was like, okay, let's bring back the Durango Hellcat. And Durango owners went wild. Like, they sued Dodge for, I believe it upwards of $5 million, $3 million, something like that. They sued them. And I don't know the results of that court case, but they sued them because, think about it, two things. Number one, people went out and paid well over MSRP, and they were happy to do it because in their mind, they're thinking, I'm never going to get a car like this ever again. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You know, I'm going to throw price and cost aside and get what I want, right? If you knew that these cars are going to be coming out for another 2 years, you probably could have set back like, well, I'm going to let the first generation roll and I'll get it used and I'll get it cheaper. You know, that's what most people do. When they don't want to pay those first year exorbitant prices, they just wait. They wait until the price makes sense, until there's a little bit of depreciation, until the new models come out, and then they go out and get a used one. Well, a lot of those guys, if not all of them, was like, whatever it takes, you know, and dealerships knew that. Dealerships knew, hey, listen, whatever we're going to charge whatever we want. If you can afford it, then afford it. If not, screw you, you know, you can't afford it. And people went out and, like I said, paid 6+ figures. I knew one guy that paid $168,000. He was in Charlotte, paid $168,000 for his Durango Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? And then 2 years later, Dodge says, oh, we're coming out with more Durango Hellcats. And not only that, but we're coming out with more colors. And we're coming up with a updated interior too. So what does that do to your 2021 Dodge Durango? Your value goes down. You know, because it's like, well, there's newer ones out there with newer technology and other colors. So we really don't want a 21. We want a 23. And now Dodge is coming with 24s. And not only that, but they're dropping new editions for the 24s. They're going to have new Hellcat editions. They're going to have new SRT 392 editions all throughout 2024. Can you imagine being a 2021 Dodge Durango owner and you paid $150, $130, $40, $50, $60,000 for yours, thinking that yours was going to be the last of the last or the first of the first to never be seen again. And then 2 years later, well, 3 years later, technically, Dodge comes out with the 2024 Dodge Durango Hellcat, and they've got a whole year's worth of last call editions, similar to what they did with the Chargers and Challengers. You know what I'm saying? The Super B, the Swingers, all that stuff. And here you are with your 21, knowing that you overpaid by probably $30,000, $40,000. And you're just sitting there pissed off because it's like, what happened? Like, how could you? Dodge continually screws over the Durango community, man. It's wild. Now, with that being said, that's one side of the equation. The other side, however, is if you are a Durango guy and you're in the market for a Durango, now's your chance, right? Throughout the year, to my understanding, they're going to be releasing all new editions of the Durango, Dodge Durango, right? Not only Hellcat editions, they're going to be releasing SRT 392 editions. They're going to be releasing Hellcat editions, different colors, different stripes, packages, all that stuff. I wouldn't expect a performance upgrade. Don't think that you're going to get a bigger 392 engine than what we've seen in the past. Don't think that you're going to get a bigger Hellcat engine than what we've seen in the past. More than likely, it's all going to be, you know, graphics package, you know, interior stitching, little shit like that, you know. But they're going to be releasing those cars throughout the year, you know. So for you Durango guys that's in the market for a new Hellcat Durango, 392 Durango, even an RT Durango, hold on to your horses because this is going to be a big year for you all, because they're going to be releasing these editions all throughout the year, because now the Durango Hellcats are considered last call editions, right? The TRX is final edition. Durango is last call. So they're going to be releasing those last calls all throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? So hold on to that. Don't get too excited. Don't get too down, worried about Hellcat Durangos never existing. You've got a whole 365 days of those cars existing to get your hands on one. So if you're in the market for one, you know, just hold your horses, chill out, relax, let Dodge produce what they're going to produce, and then go get what you want. And to my understanding, they're going to start production in April. They're going to start dropping in May. You know what I'm saying? They're going to start hitting the dealerships in May. So between now and May, stack your money up, get ready to go out and get you that 7-seater, 3-row, 4-door SUV, 710 horsepower monster. You know what I mean? But yeah, for you 2021 Dodge Durango Hellcat owners, man, I feel for you. I really do. Dodge doesn't, but I do. I'm sorry, and I hate that they keep screwing you all over. But that was pretty shiesty when you think about it. Like, Dodge really made it seem like the Durango, not only did they really make it seem, they explicitly said, this is going to be a 1-year run in 2021. And people went out and went crazy. I heard rappers, ball players, obviously people in the community went out and went crazy for those cars, dropping serious money, 6+ figures for a Durango. We're talking about a Durango. You know what I mean? 6+ figures for a Durango. And Dodge made it seem like they would only last for 1 year. You got to get your hands on one now or forever hold your peace. And then literally they took 2022 off, which is even worse because it makes it seem like, oh, okay, so Dodge stuck to they stuck to their word. Like, they're not going to produce these cars ever again. Made you think that you're never going to see another Durango Hellcat ever again. And then in 23, Durango Hellcat, more colors, updated interior. And then in 24, Durango Hellcat, more colors, updated interior, new additions. You know what I mean? It's a slap in the face. And Dodge, that's wild that they did that to the Durango boys. And I'm sure some of you guys can attest to this as well. But that's messed up, if you ask me. That's cold-blooded. But you know, it is what it is, man. But that's what 2024 is looking like for the Durangos, man. You got hella stuff coming out this year, so just sit back, relax, get your money right, and wait for these last call editions to drop. You know, you can come here and see them and get them first. Obviously, because, you know, whenever I hear something, I make sure that you guys know about it. But yeah, that's it. The Hellcat will be around for another year. You just won't see it in Chargers and Challengers. See you in the next one. It's been your boy Knockout. Peace. Make sure you subscribe. All right? I need to say that verbally in my videos more often. Subscribe to the channel for more Mopar content. Peace.